guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're back with another video. So as you can see, I'm currently cutting up some aloe vera, and guys, this is what I use as my pre-poo treatment, which helps to moisturize and lock in any type of hydration for my hair right before I do my wash day routine. So you can get this aloe vera plant at any of your local grocery stores for less than $2 to $3. When I tell you guys, this has been a game changer for my hair. I've been doing this for so many years, and it's the best when it comes to hydration, when it comes to moisturization. This is a game changer. Aloe vera has a lot of good benefits. You can use this for your skin, for your hair. It helps with so many different types of healing properties. So as you guys can see, I separated both of them. So I have half where I want to keep to myself, and then the rest I'm gonna blend. And I added a couple more ingredients to this, so if you guys want to see, stay tuned for the next video that's coming up. So after that, guys, as you can see, I'm gonna get some hair ties, and I'm gonna start sectioning off my hair. This is very important for me just because it makes it easier for me just to detangle and just have the parts that I need in place for when it's time for me to actually apply the aloe vera. So after I separate my hair and get what I need done, I like to start with the bottom half as usual, and I start to just go in. So aloe vera, like I said, is very good and it's very hydrating for my hair. I've used this for so many years and I have no complaints, so you're just gonna keep doing that same process. And like I said, you guys, I'm not gonna go into full detail because I do have a video on this coming up where I'm gonna really specify every single thing that I'm doing, but for the most part this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna rub the aloe vera in my hair. I even blended it up and put it into a spray bottle. Again, just gonna rake your fingers through your strands, and at this point you're gonna see your curls start to clump up, and then you're really gonna see that everything is just holding together nicely. This basically means that your curls are really sucking in that moisture, because as you can see, look how healthy and defined my hair looks. This is how you know that your hair is getting healthy, and this is how you know this is good for your hair. So this is the after result after I do my whole head, and as you can see, guys, this looks really good. My hair is a whole bunch of different curl patterns. That's why the lengths look a little bit different, or it looks pretty layered, but for the most part this is what the aloe vera is. So after this, what I typically like to do is I like to make sure everything is evenly distributed. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Then I'm gonna go in with my heated dryer, and I typically like to leave this on for about 45 minutes to an hour just so it can soak everything up. And after that, it's time to wash my hair. So this is the next day after I washed out my aloe vera. I had to quickly go somewhere, so I put my hair in a bun at the time, but now it's time to really do another wash. So after that, I'm just gonna break everything down. So I'm just gonna start off by rinsing off my hair. And my hair got this low porosity, fun fact, meaning it takes a long time for my hair to really soak in water, so I really have to make sure it gets fully drenched. This just makes the whole wash day process so much easier. So I just like to leave my hair under the shower for a couple of minutes, make sure the water is warm. That way it can really open up the hair pores and just make sure everything is just soaking into my strands. And for the most part, for my low porosity girls, just make sure you squeeze, because that also helps the process of the water to really get into your hair, and it makes your hair get wet faster. So I just do that for a couple minutes. I massage my scalp to really break down any dirt or loose particles in my hair, and I just keep doing that up until I feel it's just about ready, it's just about right. And you're gonna keep squeezing, almost like using a sponge, where you're gonna let it out so you can soak it back in, and you're just gonna keep rinsing. So I'm just gonna do that for a couple of minutes. After that, I'm gonna go in with those same scrunchies, and I'm gonna section off my hair. This just makes the whole wash day routine process so much easier, just because I get to just section off each hair individually and just tackle each section individually. So for the most part, again, I'm starting off with my top sections, and I'm gonna just leave my bottom sections down. I am gonna decide to tie one side just so I can make sure that nothing really gets in the way. So guys, I don't use the most expensive products. I'm going in with some Suave shampoo. I use a lot of products, so I really want to make sure that I get my money's worth. The main purpose of this is just really just to clarify my scalp, so I don't really focus on anything too expensive. I just want to clarify my scalp. I feel like for the most part I don't lose too much moisture from my hair when I use stuff like this, because I always use the aloe vera or my hair mask beforehand, which always leaves my hair still feeling moisturized, so this shampoo isn't as stripping as it could be. I'm just gonna make sure I rake all the product through that strand, and after that I'm just gonna tie it up and get it out of the way. So once I do that, I'm just gonna continue the same process for each section, where I'm just gonna untie it and just make sure I really detangle and tackle each section. So for the most part, I try to focus on my scalp just so I can really loosen the dirt. I don't want to put too much product on my ends, I don't want to dry out my ends. I like to make sure during this time I like to use this moment to detangle my hair, because this shampoo does have a lot of slip, so it makes it easier for me to really just rake through each strand and just separate any potential knots or tangles that I may possibly have. So as you can see, I'm doing the same process over and over and over. So now it's on to the next product. Again, I'm going in with some Suave conditioner. This is my favorite product that I really need to make sure I don't spend the most money on. I love conditioner because I use so much of it. My hair soaks up so much of it. This really is the key point to when you really need to detangle your hair. So like I said, a cheap conditioner works for me. If it doesn't work for you, then that's totally okay. It's totally by preference. This is what I use. So I like to go in with each section. Really, at this point, I'm not even really using sections. I'm kind of going with whatever's out, and I just pour so much into my hair to now I'm just detangling. This is the part where I just go ham with the finger detangling. I know most people like to use fine tooth combs and stuff like that, or wide tooth combs, but for me, I like to use my hands because I feel like it's easier for me to really feel each tangle and just pull it out gently. This allows for less breakage for me, and I feel like I've been able to retain a lot of length by just using my fingers versus just brushing my hair roughly through a comb. And then after that, I'm gonna just tie up the section and then just twist it out of the way. That way I can just start on my next side without any problems or difficulties. So at this point, you're just gonna make sure you just keep breaking your fingers through your hair. Just be careful getting any products in your eyes because it does really burn and it kind of messes up the whole process a little bit. But just rinse it off. Very simple, very easy. So for the most part, you're gonna keep going through with that process, and after you're done, it's time to rinse out all of that conditioner. And at this point, your hair should start feeling really, really soft because you've already had the heat of the shower opening up all the pores in your hair or all the hair shafts in your hair strands. And this allows for your hair just to feel softer, and at this point your hair should start feeling like butter. You should have got all those tangles out. You should just really be able to glide your fingers through your hair, and you can even do more detangling in this process. As you can see, I'm still pulling down any possible shed hair. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this curling cream just to really moisturize my hair. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this just in case I want to hold in a bit more moisture. So I just go in with this product. I'm gonna insert a photo right here, and with this product, it's not my favorite product. It's just something that I had in my cabinet, honestly. But what I like to do is I like to rake that through my strands because any moisturizer is just really good to just have in your hair. That way you can make sure that everything is just well intact. So for me, I just like to keep raking through. Remember, I do have low porosity hair, so any type of moisture I can get, I'm just gonna put it in. So it's the same process that we've been doing throughout the whole video. You're gonna go section by section. You're gonna rake your fingers through while detangling. You're also gonna make sure you focus throughout the shaft of your hair, and at this point too, you also do want to focus on your ends because you also want to make sure that that is also moisturized as well. I wouldn't focus too much on your scalp because at this point you already just clarified your scalp with the shampoo. So the worst thing you want to do is just go in with some products and just add more buildup. So at this point, I'm also gonna start going in with my oil. This acts as a sealant for the moisturizer, which makes it easier. So at this point, when we rinse it all out of the shower, it's still gonna hold in some moisture and it's not gonna be too much that is stripped away from my hair. So I like to go in with this castor oil for the most part. So I feel like thicker oils work easier for my hair as far as holding in moisture. But at this point, I'm gonna start rinsing off the product in my hair. Again, you want to make sure that you just kind of just let the water run through the product, just taking out as much as you can. You can also go in and squeeze some of that product out just to make sure you don't leave any residue behind. So at this point, it's gonna just be the same process over and over, where you're just gonna go through sections and just make sure you thoroughly rinse out all the product. So at this point, guys, once you fully rinse out all the products from your hair, you're gonna go in with your shower routine. And if you guys want to know how I got my hair like this, you guys give me 50 likes on the last video, so let's take it up a notch this time. I need 75 likes and I'll drop the styling video plus how I was able to maintain my hair this long. Thank you guys for watching, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.